as expected, the pre-order window for the Nintendo Switch 2 was pure chaos. But does Nintendo have a bigger problem here? Well, let's break that all down. Up next. What's going on, guys? It's Kalo, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel, drop a like on the video, and welcome to the Level Up. So we are post Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order day, and that's here in the United States, and let me tell ya, it was a bloodbath out there. For those of you who give a damn about me or whatever I do, I was fortunate enough to secure my console through Target at midnight. And oddly enough, it was far less hectic than I thought it would be, but again, this whole day was shot. I know days like this are very frustrating for people who can't get past all these different error messages, and especially the loading screens. And to me, it's still kind of mind-blowing that this process is still as bad as it is. I mean, stores like Best Buy were one of the websites I was really surprised at, seeing how their pre-orders went up about 20 minutes or so after the midnight hour. And forget about GameStop, that website nearly imploded. In fact, it did. But there's the problem with them, at least. I thought it was really dumb that they waited until the very next day to be the singular shop selling this console online. And at the end of the day, that's exactly what caused the website breakdown. But I guess what I can say is, whenever it comes to getting your hands on a console like this, especially when they're so sought after, the best way to go about things is going out to the store. Apparently, a lot of people did have success doing this with GameStop, and they showed up not too early in the morning, like people weren't camping out overnight for it. You show up around 9, store opens at 12, and boom, you got your Switch 2, no questions asked. Also, stock at various GameStops were well below the proposed 100 consoles. At least that's what was rumored heading into this. But again, I guess that's kind of depending where you went. Now, this is where I want to bring up a topic about said console because it's been the talk of the town lately, and that's simply because of how confusing this whole keycard situation is. Problems around the Switch 2 have been stacking up, and keycards are the latest of the bunch, but it goes without saying the heat on the keycards is a little bit overblown in my opinion, simply because these cards still hold value after you buy them and after you put them in the console. And compared to digital games, you can share them very easily. But again, I want to stress the point, these key cards are not ideal in the long run. I simply just don't like the idea we must now rely on these companies and their servers to actually play our games that we buy on day one. And it's gotten to the point where damn near half of the Switch 2's physical lineup of games are these key cards, which is around a total of 46%. Now, the short explanation as to why this is the case is because it's cheaper to produce for third-party companies, and yeah, no duh, they're gonna take the cheaper way out. Now, I do think the only question is, will this be a persistent kind of thing throughout the Switch 2's life cycle? And as of right now, I do think that's going to be a yes. Now, I think the answer can change depending on how well these things sell, but Nintendo created this problem on their own, and that's just by opening this door. And personally, the joy of having physical games is slowly creeping back into my life, simply because I do see all the problems, and I've been vocal about it in the past, about digital games and all the problems that do come with it. And I don't know, I'm just kind of worried day one with Mario Kart World. I did hear a rumor that when everyone pops into this game on day one, servers are gonna melt down. I don't know. I'm just happy I got the damn console. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna pass it off to you guys. How are you in your success or failure in pre-ordering a Switch 2? And what do you think about these key cards? But that about does it here. I've been Kalo, I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content, drop a like on the video, and this has been the Level Up.